I feel more comfortable like in a performance space, even if I'm nervous, than I do in a social space.
We all know drum and bass is like renowned to not pay.
I don't know, it's a conversation we should have. Isn't it ironic that like no one wants to be a sellout, but we all want to sell out?
I want to be a sellout.
I was trying to think about this. It's like, where did we actually meet?
Was it Ibiza?
It wasn't Ibiza, but we did seasons at the same time. We've talked about this in depth and we've like racked our brains.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of Ibiza for me when I did my season that's quite blurry. So
I think your season was after mine, wasn't it? Or were we at the same time?
I think it was a bit before, but you did 2, right? And I only did 1.
I did 4, I think.
4. Veteran.
Christ.
I couldn't have lasted.
Stupid.
4. I think I'd been done in by the 4th. And 1 was enough for me.
Yeah.
Too many life lessons learned. On to the next one.
No, I get that.
I'd have made it through. But yeah, you're right. It's I think we've built a very beautiful friendship over the years.
Yeah, and we don't catch up often. Like I haven't seen you for ages. I think actually the last time I actually saw you in person was a couple of years ago. I was walking down the street in London and I saw you and your sister
at the pub,
and I was like, "That's so random."
Soho,
yeah.
Of all places, and obviously because we've known each other for so long, you know my sister as well. So yeah, so I was like, "Is that Will Clarke?" I'm like, "Will, come and have a pint." We're not pints, you don't drink, but
Diet Coke,
Diet Coke,
Diet Coke, darling.
Diet Coke, pint of.
And now you're literally the face of drum and bass in the UK.
Something like that.
No, 100% like that. Like,
maybe.
I know you're probably not going to talk about that on what of a scale you've done for drum and bass in British culture in the 2020s. But like, no disrespect to anybody previously, but you have built the drum and bass radio show on Radio 1 into something that it could never have been beforehand.
Oh, thank you, mate. I like to think that it's been a collaborative effort, definitely over the last couple of years. And also, I feel like all my sort of predecessors on that show, they didn't come from radio backgrounds. So I kind of brought something fresh and new to that role, whereas they were all kind of producers and DJs where their first love wasn't broadcasting. Yeah. So a lot of people may or may not know this, but I've done a lot of daytime radio as well. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that skill set to the role and just add some spice and some flavor to it. And, you know, now socials are such an integral part of how we consume everything on, you know, online. Like making some really fun content and actually allowing like the regular listener, viewer to be able to see that in real time happening. So we record a lot of the interviews and all of the features on the show, and then I edit them up and I put them online for everybody. So yeah, you can actually see what it looks like in the studio. But yeah, it's added like a whole extra kind of dynamic to the show that wasn't there already. And do you know what? In fairness to all of like my predecessors, they just didn't have the resources. Yeah. And it's something that I do like off my own back just for the love and because I'm so passionate about the artists in our scene and the growth of it and the longevity and just preserving it as well. Because I'm just, I feel like that is what's so special about drum and bass is just everybody is so passionate about preserving this art form, this music that we love. Because if we don't all work together, I feel like it is one of those genres that could kind of dissipate because it's a niche genre. It's not like house and techno. There's not more so now there is a bit more money pumped into it from like the majors and the mainstream, but it will always be an underground label first and foremost.
Yeah,
I think genre.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's also with niches it comes in fashions.
Yeah.
It's like
everything's cyclical.
Right.
Goes in trends, yeah.
Like trance is exactly the same. I put sorry, this will probably offend everybody in drum and bass, but I put trance in the same world of as drum and bass is like if you're a trance head, you're a trance head for life.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. And I would also say the same with like metal.
Yeah.
Metal music.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of crossover at the moment. You're going to see, I will say, in the next couple of years, there's going to be a lot more crossover of trance, a lot more crossover of techno into drum and bass. We're already seeing that shift in America at the moment.
Is it techno?
Like, well, it's 4/4, but it's
hard stuff.
It's like hard techno and drum and bass together.
That's
I'm here for. Bring it on.
I did a post yesterday on Instagram, and it was like I've started doing my Spotify playlist again.
Yeah, sick.
And one of my mates texted me and she was like, "Can I send you my playlist?" And I was like, "You can, but I'm gonna judge you."
Yeah,
like
obviously.
I will judge you. So if it's bad,
how bad? Well, do you know what? Music is subjective. I don't think there's such a good thing as good or bad. Perhaps it's just
opinionated.
what
like
what
bad in my opinion,
Yeah,
or good
like,
in me.
obviously, like you'll judge them in a joking way. Right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's
all
all done nicely. But like, it's really interesting how the genre of techno has changed to what it is at this moment, to what like the younger generations think what techno is.
Yeah,
and it's like hard style.
Yeah,
it's not techno of quintessential. It's techno in their head, and I respect that and love that they're doing it. But I'm seeing it a lot in drum and bass. Like I've seen quite a lot of drum and bass sets over the this summer, really.
Yeah,
and they're playing 4/4 in. But of course, because these techno artists are making way faster techno than what they were before. It's like 150.
We've got Teletext Fact to thank for that, and XSL, and like I'm here for it. I love it. Like if I'm going to a rave, like I will always be a raver to my core, like at heart. And for me, raving has always been about just like escapism, like leaving anything that has worried you for the week or any worries or troubles you've had at that door, and that dance floor is your space to just be authentically who you want to be here inside. And I think it's beautiful. And I just, someone who is always constantly moving and doing things, and my brain is working like 5 different ways at a time, like I naturally gravitate more towards those faster BPMs. It's just the way I work. But yeah, I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's also really interesting because I was talking to Chris Lake the other day, and he was saying about how in his DJ sets now he can play from like 125 to like 140.
Yeah.
And like there was a
the
period.
Man is a genius.
Yeah, he's great, right?
Like it is so hard to have a career that spans generations and a career of longevity like he has.
Yeah.
And he's so adaptable.
Yeah.
Like he's just adaptable. It's not what that's adapts. Yeah.
We know what you're on about.
Yeah. He's someone that's managed to kind of like transcend genres and generations, make everything from like bass house, which is how I first knew him. Bass line. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I think now we're in this like era where it's kind of almost going back to how I remember club nights, where we're not there, but it's getting there, where it's like multi-genre again. Like I remember my first club nights, like the main room was house and techno. The second room was like drum and bass. The third room was like hardstyle. And then there was a chill out room.
Yeah. Oh yeah, room 3, chill out room. I remember that at Cable in London, actually. Did you ever go to Cable?
Nah.
Cable was sick. It was really good for drum and bass nights. And yeah, everyone, when you'd had a bit too much, everyone always went to room 3 just to mong
just
out
to chill.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to chill. Yeah, no, I'm kind of here for it. Do you remember Together in Ibiza?
Yeah.
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 And they used to have house in the main room, and then like drum bass and drum bass and bass was kind of all lumped together in the club room, and then you had house in the terrace. I've still got one of the posters from that at home, actually, one of the posters that I piked.
Who did that?
Back in the day.
Who did Together?
Yeah. Amnesia.
No, but who was the people behind, who was the promoters behind it? I feel like they do something in drum and bass still.
I think it might have been Lock and Load.
Yes, I think you're right. Do they not?
But they do as another company. I think it's Louder.
Yeah.
Were they Lock and Load?
Yeah, they were.
Correct. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Mr. Sonny Wharton with the knowledge in the room.
Thumbs up for the background. I'm pretty sure. I also don't know if I'm allowed to say that. That's what I was like, am I allowed to say that?
It's all right.
Yeah. Is that a known thing?
Let's get cancelled.
Let's get cancelled. Let's not get cancelled.
We're a tweet away from being cancelled. All of us.
I hope not.
I think we all are. A tweet away.
I think that depends if you're a mean person or not.
No, I just think if you just say the wrong thing at the wrong time, game over.
But I think most of those things have to be mean, don't they? If you're a mean person.
I don't know. I just think
Anyway, let's go back to music. Let's not steer down that garden path. Let's talk about something else.
What, not being cancelled?
Yeah, not being cancelled.
Let's talk about...
I'd like to keep my radio show, please. I quite enjoy it.
Winner for Drum and Bass Award 2 times in a row. Best radio show.
Oh, yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
What? Have we? Oh, have we actually? Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Do you know what's really funny? I never won anything growing up. So, yeah, It's obviously like it's lush. To know
Wait,
that
can we
everyone's-
just like, I was like too tight and Sunny in the corners, like 3, and then it's like, wait, she doesn't know.
I didn't know that.
And now you know.
I'm kind of glad you told me though, because I have a really crap surprise face in front of big crowds. So thank you. You just saved me the embarrassment of having to do the
That's amazing. 3
shrilling
times.
down the mic.
But I think that alone just shows what you are doing for drum and bass. Like,
oh, thanks. Mate.
I know drum and bass is having like a really strong moment at this moment in time. And it's like you said, it's cyclical, it's coming, but it's back around like fully, right?
Yeah. And
like,
I feel
think,
like, yeah.
I think Dimension just did, I think it was Dimension or Subfocus, or maybe both of them
Rocks,
just did Red Rocks.
Worship, the collective. So it's Subfocus, Dimension, Cult Shock 1991. They just sold out Red Rocks, which is a drum and bass first.
Unbelievable.
Never been done by drum and bass artists before. So yeah, well done, lads. Taking America by storm at the moment. They actually did a documentary. I don't know if you saw it.
Did they? No, I haven't.
Yeah, all about kind of like their journey from touring America, like 10 years ago when some of them first started versus now. And it looked quite different. Like, I think Dimension posted that you showed an old video. It's him playing to like 20 people. And it wasn't that long ago.
No.
But it's just really interesting to see how much drum and bass has grown in America. And they have been such an integral part of that in building kind of that fan base, but with good crossover capabilities. So a lot of their music kind of tips more into like electronic-y, like a lot of the elements you'll find are like house electronic.
But they're writing pop
EDM.
songs with drum and bass, and I don't mean
100%.
that's like genuinely not a.
Well, pop just means popular.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're charting, so they obviously are popular. So I don't think, whenever people are like, oh, it's a pop song, like it's a diss, it's like, it just means lots of people like the music, which is great. And it's great for those artists as well, because like, do you want artists to never earn any money? I always find that interesting when people start to hate on people. I'm like, so do you want them to be poor for the rest of their lives for their art that they pour their heart and soul into? Like,
writing the same record over and over again because that's all you want to hear.
I'm always buzzing for artists when they.
Let's talk about the money.
Flowers,
because we all know drum and bass is like renowned to not pay.
I don't know, it's a conversation we should have, but
it's true though. Like
it's
true, and it's like, and I think we're in this world now where like drum and bass has huge crowds.
Yeah.
What do you think the pay disparity between house and techno and drum and bass, like why is that? And I know there's people in drum and bass that earn crazy money, right?
But still comparably to like your massive headliners in house and techno, nowhere near as much either. And like even like the top earners within our sector, within our scene, when you compare them to the top earners within EDM and techno, it's
What do you think that comes
from? The wealth
from?
disparity is mental. I think it's because drum and bass as a sound is people I think still associate it with those older sounds. When people say drum and bass, they still imagine like grimy, dark, dirty. If you say to them like, do you like Rudimental?
Yeah.
Do you like Sigma? Do you like Subfocus? Oh, by the way, they're drum and bass artists. You like drum and bass. You just don't know you like drum and bass. So perhaps it's something to do with that. There also just aren't as many drum and bass raves for that reason. Like I feel like literally there's a house and techno event like
everywhere,
happening everywhere, like bars, clubs, beach clubs. Like it's I don't know, are there beach clubs that exist that play drum and bass that aren't festivals? That'd be a good start.
Probably in India there's probably like a liquid drum and bass place,
probably. Actually
like
no,
on the beach.
I went to India years ago and I was staying there. It was like 2017. It's hilarious. This happens actually every time I go on holiday. This is a good story for the podcast. I've never told it before. Every time I go on holiday, I go for a break away from work and my life.
Switch off.
And drum and bass always finds me. So I went to India and I literally was like, went out, like literally got ready for the evening, went for dinner, literally walked onto the beach. There's just a drum and bass rave just happening on the beach. I was like, how is this here? We're literally in a remote place in Goa and there's a drum and bass rave happening on the beach.
Because you went to Goa.
Literally,
they love drum and bass
fair,
there. They love drum and bass.
But I didn't know this back then.
But again, drum and bass in trance is Goa.
Yeah, I knew psytrance was quite big over there.
Yeah.
But I didn't know drum and bass was big. Well, they liked it until I went.
I love India.
Yeah, that happened when I went to Dubai as well, actually. I went on a holiday to Dubai and I was like, come for a little chill time. First bar I go into, Andy C's there having a drink, and I was like, "This just can't escape it," and I'm not mad about it. Love it.
Talking about Andy C.
Oh yeah, the big man.
That was a good good
segue.
Yeah,
Great segue.
I like that. I should
It's
be on
like
radio.
I planned it. Didn't.
Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Tell me about that.
Or Boomtown, as we should call it. Boomtown.
Boomtown.
What do you want to know?
Tell me like the lead up into it. I've heard this story from Sunny.
Oh, okay. My lovely manager, Sunny. Well, it's so interesting, because when I don't know if people know how this happened. When the Boomtown was first discussed, obviously we did a collaboration with Radio 1 Dance this year, and we did like the stage takeover on the Friday. And the lineup was pretty much set, but they obviously wanted to broadcast it or do like an OB, an outside broadcast. So we wanted to create some like special pockets and special moments for the listeners at home. So they had some back-to-backs in there that you wouldn't normally hear. And I've played on the main sort of dance stage, which was called Origin. This year it's called Lionsgate. First ever time this year, Lionsgate. But it holds, for those that don't know, it's the main dance stage holds about 30 to 40,000 people. Massive. It's like 100 foot high, really tall. I mean, it was a bit lower this year. But yeah, they basically, because I played there before, I think they were like wanting to make a unique moment. And the fact that it was Radio 1, and it was the first time that Radio 1 had ever done a takeover, they just wanted to make a moment.
Yeah.
So they were like, sky's the limit. If you could pick your DJ idol, favourite drum and bass artist to play with and do a back-to-back with, who would it be? And I was like, well, obviously there's only one man for the job, isn't there? There's only one man that springs to mind. Maybe different, obviously, for other people, but for me, who, I'm so passionate about DJing, like it's been my first love for years. I was like, there's only one man, it's Big Andy, isn't it? And I remember when we first had the conversation, and I was dead serious, and I was like, it's Andy. And then my manager relayed it to my agent. He laughed, he went, ha. We put, no, we're serious. Like and I said, it's either Andy or it's no one, because I'm not pretending someone is.
Yeah.
Like it, and if he can't do it, or if he doesn't want to do it, then obviously we'll think of something else. But I was like, I'm not pretending anyone else is my DJ idol. But yeah, he said yes. Fancy that. So we were like, okay, it's actually happening. And then for months, I didn't believe it was going to happen. I kept thinking it was going to pull out,
get cancelled or something like that.
Or just he'll realise what he's doing and be like, no, do you know what? I don't fancy it. But no, he did. And then we had a call a couple of weeks before, just like literally on the phone. He was like, so great about it, because somebody like Andy, who is such a meticulous DJ in the way that he mixes across 4 decks at all times. For me, I'm somebody that likes to plan my sets so they're so tight. There's lots of elements and dynamics going on simultaneously. So I thought he'd be the same. And I didn't know, because he doesn't do many back-to-backs. Like I think I was only his 4th ever? I think it was the 4th ever, wasn't it? So I didn't know if he'd want to plan it, so it was super tight. And like when he was on the phone to me, he's like, all right, Charlie. He was like, let's just have fun. Let's just have a good time. How's that sound? And I'm like, well, obviously. And I've known Andy I've known Andy probably, I'm trying to think if it's longer than I've known you. I've known Andy longer than even we've known each other since D&B TV days, like very, very long time. But yeah, it was just mad. It was just mad. And a lot of people don't know this as well, but actually I don't know if I told Andy this, maybe when I was drunk once, but the mixer I learnt to DJ on is Andy C's old mixer. It was a hand-me-down.
Love that.
It was a really beautiful 360 moment of the hands that had touched that mixer had taught me how to mix, and then I ended up doing a back-to-back with him, which is brain still.
It's so wild, isn't it? These things that we do of like the people that we look up to then become our peers in certain situations, if we're fortunate enough, right?
And I still have zero chill about that. I know I should probably be more professional. I think there's a photo of me crouching and down behind him, like, which is on Instagram, you can see. I'll never take it for granted.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm sure he has the same with other people.
I mean, right? I probably Randall for him. Maybe.
Right? And I think that's the thing, is that we're human beings, and the reason why we don't do what we do because it's makes us rich.
Yeah.
We don't do what we do.
Not for a lot of us. No, we do not.
No. Well, we can't, you just can't go into it for that, right? Because you just be...
You don't last very long.
Not at all. Not at all. So I think it's just amazing when we get to play with our friends that were the people that we look up to.
Yeah.
Or like when you, like for me, it's like writing records with people like that, and you're just like, what's going
Who's
on?
your ultimate that you've worked with? Who's someone that you idolise that now you've got to work with and you're like, that was a big bucket list moment?
I don't know. There's still a long list of people that I
You've worked
haven't.
with so many amazing people.
But like, I played back to back with Josh Wink like not so long ago, and that was amazing. Playing with Scream was always a laugh. He's
fun.
Just absolutely
Legit, isn't
mental.
he?
Like,
Yeah.
just a laugh. I've been fortunate enough to like do quite a lot, and obviously on the podcast, like speak to people that you're like Moby.
Yeah, that's insane.
Moby was on the podcast cooking vegetable soup.
That's
like
mental.
This is crazy, and he probably doesn't even remember me. Like, and I don't care. I don't want him to. I
wonder how many podcasts he's done. He doesn't strike me as the type of person that would say yes to a lot, though.
Yeah, but he has his own podcast now,
right? Okay, cool.
Which I think is like more of a political thing.
It's not music based.
But I don't know, like Carl Cox. Of course.
Yeah, I was going to say Carl.
Like,
big man Carl.
He's just a legend. That's just so. I think it's a lot of them is the same. One for me though was Breach, Ben West Beach.
Yeah, Ben West Beach.
So like, it's really weird because I
preferred him as Ben West Beach. His alias is Ben West Beach. Yeah, his music. Did you prefer Breach?
I prefer Breach.
Did you?
But I love Ben West Beach. Like, Ben West Beach speaks to my like very early like funky house soulful days.
Yeah.
But Breach just speaks to my soul.
Yeah, fair. It's more Jack in House, isn't it? Breach.
Yeah, that's the thing I love about what he did. He's bringing it back, but it's like,
what, he's doing Breach again?
He's gonna start. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Mm.
No, he said on the podcast that he's gonna, and we're working on a record at the moment. But it's just like having people that you like idolize their music. It's just weird when you're
in the room with them.
Yeah, or just get to know them as individuals.
Yeah,
we all share out the same hole, innit?
Can we clip that?
It's so true, right?
It is, though.
Yeah, it's like
true.
And I think that's the thing that I always remind myself when I meet people.
Yeah. Do you know what's so interesting about scenarios like that? And I won't name names, but
why not?
Because it's been a few people. But when I'm really nervous to interview certain people to have them on the radio show, I always assume that I will be the most nervous one in the room. When they come in, then, and I'm like, I would never have guessed that they would be nervous to be in the room doing that with me as well. And it works both ways, right? I think if you really care about what you do and you're really passionate about what you do, that hopefully that never goes away. It's the most human element of it.
I'd push back on that because I don't really get nervous.
But did you ever get nervous before though? Because I think if it's your character anyway.
Yeah. Like I remember like early shows, right?
Yeah.
And like in my pants.
But I mean doing stuff like this, not necessarily shows, but as in like meeting people and chatting to people.
Yeah, same. Like
really?
Yeah, but I think like yesterday when I did Pete, I thought like although I've known him for years, but like I thought I'd be nervous, but I wasn't. But like I don't really, maybe it's just I've just got old and just like jaded. just like
I don't care anymore. Done a million of these things and it just like doesn't faze you anymore.
I guess do you still get nervous when you do a radio show?
No, not radio show, because that's kind of my little hub and that's my comfort blanket, and it's just me and the listener and obviously two producers in the room. But definitely when I interview most people, I just think I'm quite a nervous energy person though. I'm not comfortable on my own. Like I'm weird. I can't sit still. I've always been like that though. I think even if I've got like a mate around my house, even if it's like one of my best friends that I'm really comfortable with, still got nervous energy. Even if my sister's in my house, still got nervous energy.
Where does that come from?
Don't know. It's my default. I've got better over the years. I'm most comfortable more when I'm just completely on my own, which is probably why I like a lot of my own company, I guess.
But it also makes sense why you're great at radio.
Because I'm nervous, got nervous energy.
Well, I think it's like if you're good by yourself, realistically, if you don't think about who's listening, you're literally just talking to yourself.
Yeah. And that was a skill to master in itself because, I don't know, it's really weird when especially when you haven't got producers in the earlier days when I was doing community radio, it's just you in a booth with a microphone.
Yeah.
And you are literally having a conversation with yourself. And that's why when you hear people doing kind of like amateur community radio in the beginning of their radio journey, or, you know, it's not something they do very often, they do a radio show, you will notice the difference in the skill. To say like a veteran broadcaster, you know, somebody like Zoe Ball or like Greg James, you'll really notice the difference. It's that trained sort of muscle. Yeah, I could literally, you could put a mic in front of me and I could literally have a conversation with myself for hours.
It's so weird because I can't.
Which is strange, but
what are you like when you speak
love it.
to audiences?
See, I feel more comfortable, I'd say, I feel more comfortable doing that than I feel more comfortable like in a performance space, even if I'm nervous, than I do in a social space.
Yeah.
So if you put me at like a baby shower or a hen do with some people I know and some people I don't know, sober, that is my idea of hell.
Yeah.
Whereas if you said to me, you can do that, or I'll put a mic in your hand and you stand in front of 2,000 people and you present something, I'd choose that.
Really?
100%.
I get that.
All day, every day. Because I feel like I know what my purpose is in the room and what I'm supposed to do in that social situation. Whereas if you put me into a social situation that I don't really understand how to navigate, it might be a neurodivergence thing. Like I've never had mine diagnosed, but a lot of people think I'm definitely neurodivergent. It's not surprising whenever I mention it. Something like,
makes sense.
I could tell you that.
All of us are nodding in the room.
It's
fine.
just, I don't know. I guess I've never thought that these things were normal until the older I'm getting, the more I'm like, I find that stuff really weird. Like I find like normal human practices strange.
Yeah.
Cringe a little bit. Like I don't know how to, whereas for a lot of people they're like, oh, I love that. I love going and meeting new people. Like I like meeting new people when there's structure to it.
Totally
I don't
agree.
like being chucked in a room and it's like, here you go chat to people. And I'm like, I don't know, unless there's alcohol involved. But I did Sober October recently and I'm going to try and see how long I don't have to drink for. I had like 2 Proseccos on November 1st.
So you didn't?
Already. No, November 1st. So I did the whole of October.
Yeah.
And then I was going to try and
now
get
you're
to
trying
my
to do it even
show.
longer.
But as in, like, I broke it a little bit. But I haven't drank. I literally drank on that day. I had 2 Proseccos. And I'm going to try and go to my headline show, which is 29th of November. And then if I make it to there, maybe to Christmas.
Said like a true alcoholic.
I've done 2 Proseccos in. What date are we on now? Someone give me a date. 40 date. That's the longest I've ever gone without alcohol. Yeah. Like the least amount of alcohol I've ever drank in a short period of time.
I'm proud of you.
I think it's really interesting though, because I mean, obviously you don't drink.
Yeah.
So, did you ever drink? You did a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I stopped when I was 21.
So do you remember like the crossover between drinking in social situations to not drinking in social situations?
I never drank in social situations.
Right. See, yeah. So for me, it's made a massive difference.
Yeah.
And it's made me probably realise a lot of things that I didn't realise about myself, maybe that I am neurodivergent. Because I didn't realise how nervous, how awkward I am in those situations and how much I use like alcohol to mask it. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, but I also like can relate to you. Like there's certain situations that I just, on a social situation of like, do I want to go to my mate's house party that I know I'm not going to know people there? Yeah. And yeah, I'll do it because I have to.
Yeah. Do you have to be in the mood to do it though? Because I'll do it if I'm in the mood, but if...
I won't not go because there's like a level of respect that I would like say I want to for my friends, right? And I'm going for my friends, but majority of the time I just don't want to talk to anybody. When there's like, there has to be a certain, it's like when there's like more than like 5 people, I just like come back and just like am a bit quieter unless they're all like my closest friends.
Yeah.
But I think, when there's people that I don't know, it's a bit strange. I don't, but again, put me in front of 10,000 people behind the decks like I literally don't even.
It's funny, isn't it? I wonder what the science is behind that, or the neurology or the psychology.
Well, I think there's also this weird thing that what we do isn't normal. Okay, people, we all know running ads is key to getting your music heard. But unless you're a neuroscientist, running them on Meta is an absolute nightmare. Until I found Intelligent. They have built a platform where in literally 6 clicks, your ads can be live and you can watch your Spotify streams go up and your Beatport chart positioning go up. It's actually mental what they've done. I genuinely love this product. And we are giving you 30% off a subscription for life. So if you click the link in the description, use the code word WILL, that's WILL, and you'll get 30% off a lifetime subscription. Go check it out. Intelligent.
Yeah.
So it's like what you and I do. Like how many listeners are listening on Radio 1 when you...
We just got the radars. We actually need to add the numbers up. It's probably more than 200,000 a quarter because that's just the first half of the show. I didn't even look at the second ones. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's just live, right?
Yeah.
Like add that to like listens after. You're probably 500,000, right? Let's just say that.
Per show?
Yeah.
I don't know what the breakdown is. I think I worked it out like in a year. It's like 3.5 million listeners. That was last year and we've gone up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, 3.5 million people listening.
I think when I tallied it all
Okay,
up.
that's like people, I say normal, we're all normal because we're all doing our own thing. But people in the general public that aren't talking to people like publicly would just literally their pants at that.
Yeah. I guess you just can't think of it like that because I was even looking at numbers on my TikTok the other day and Instagram of how many people have watched my DJing videos and then my interview videos and then the 6-second send it's the features that we do on the show. And when you tally all those up and you're like, 500,000 people have seen that blend that I put on TikTok the other day. I'm like, that's 20,000 people have liked that. That's literally like when I try and like put that into perspective, I'm like, that is nearly every single person at Boomtown Main Stage has pressed the little love heart button. It's really strange because you start to almost normalize in your brain big numbers.
Yeah.
Because you just can't comprehend them. It's something that's hard to comprehend tangibly. Like it's not tangible. Like to be like, what is 20,000? Like what does that look like as a body of humans? I just guess you just can't think about it as people. You think about it as like a stat. I don't know.
Yeah, it is really weird, but I think it's also quite, it can really mentally.
Yeah.
Because that's when we get into the comparison on social medias.
I know it well.
On monthly listeners, on, why is that person doing that? Or why have I, even when you're comparing it to yourself, like why last year was I getting this and this year I'm getting that. Yeah. And you just go down the rabbit hole.
I don't think enough people talk about the effects of that and the side effects of it. We talk about mental health in the industry quite a lot, but...
Do we though? I don't know if we do.
Some people try to. It's this hard thing of like, there's a fine line between sharing about it and talking about it and then people thinking you're negative, or someone like me, my job is I'm a purveyor of happiness and joy. Like that's
if you came on and spoke about mental health on your radio show and like got deep, people like
people
Charlie.
come to me for happiness when they're having a down day. So then but don't get me wrong, you know, I'm going to caveat that by saying every now and again, if I've had a bad day, I'm going to be honest about it. Yeah. Not all the time, and I won't go into depth about it, but I'll be like, I've had a shocker of a week this week. I need music more than ever.
Play some bangers.
Yeah, like it'll just be a throwaway comment or like a little nuance in the show. It's hard. And, you know, trolls are the worst. I mean, I'll be like the last year, my mental health has been on a roller coaster this last year. Never ever had more love, but never ever had more trolls picking up my body parts. That's been a whole flex.
This is like honestly something that I have never experienced because I'm a dude. Yeah. And like, I'll be honest, we don't get...
Do you not though? Do you think people never?
No.
It's really interesting, isn't it?
I there's one dude, right? Yeah. That would just comment the most awful things on my post once, right? Like he did it over periods of time. And I sent him a DM and was like, mate, what's your issue? You follow me.
Yeah. So like, they follow me as well. And I'm like, what are you trying to...
What's your issue? And he was like, oh, dude, I was just like being funny. And I'm like, okay, you're doing it to me. I can handle it, right? It actually doesn't bother me. I'm just like, who's his dickhead? But if you do that to somebody else,
who's in a bad
like you're probably gonna like really affect somebody's life.
Tip them over,
And he was like, I didn't ever think of that.
How do people not?
But that's what I'm saying with you, right? Yeah. Like I've got other like female friends that just get destroyed by dudes.
I'm quite lucky. I for the most part on my platform and my channels, I don't. I've got a very lovely following. It's more when I am exposed to other platforms and we cross-pollinate and we collab, that you get exposed to a brand new audience who don't know anything about you and they make a split-second judgment on one clip they've seen of you. Or one blend they've seen you play, or but I suppose that says more about them than it does about me. My favourite is when, like, you know, I did a set about a year ago now, and I played quite a bit of jump up in the set, and we posted some jump up clips like separately as like drop clips on their own. People are like, all these new DJs, all they do is play jump up. I was like, please will you just stop being lazy and go and watch the set, because there's jungle in there, there's 140 in there, there's old school in there. If you'd actually bothered to go and look at it before commenting, you've made a comment on the entire set without watching it. How dumb do you have to be? Like, it infuriates me sometimes, but it's just laziness. It's just, it's interesting, isn't it? I would never write, even if I thought something bad about somebody, which is not very often, but I just wouldn't, like, if you go out of your way to write, why? Like,
I just give it back
get
to them
it.
now. So I did it this morning whilst I was drinking my hot chocolate.
Oh, go on then.
There was I love lineup podcasts, lineup posts, because you get the people that love it and then you get the people that hate it.
What,
right?
is it like people posting the lineups because they're just like lineups?
No, it's like, so the promoter posts the poster with the lineup, and then everyone comments going, oh, I love this lineup. Oh, this lineup. Right?
Yeah. My favourite is Boomtown every year, and everyone's like, Boomtown's not what it used to be, it's too commercial. And then the irony is, the more niche names, if you go to the stages, they're empty. And like, like literally. Anyway,
so
sorry, carry on.
I went on some people today. Just
okay.
There was like
the
somebody was like, this is such a mare lineup, and I was like, that's not what your mum said last night. I just go in. I just go in.
Naughty.
No, it's not.
That's naughty.
No, because it's like,
say it's such a male lineup or meh.
Meh.
Sorry, I'm going to put some.
Such a like meh lineup, because
I thought you said male. And I was like, it's okay to take the mick out of that. I'm about to come for you then.
No, not at all. Like, I'm just like, if somebody, I'm just going to give them what they give out. And
ask them when the last time was that they went to that festival, bought a ticket.
The funniest thing though, a lot of them were DJs, like not famous DJs
that like
wannabe, like not wannabe, but like local DJs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys,
this is your opportunity.
You're missing this whole thing. Is like, why do we do this? Is for the community.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other reason why we do this.
But also, slating promoters is not a good way to get to play for them, is it?
No.
Like, it's not.
No.
Not smart. Yeah, the trolls are boo.
How do you struggle with it though?
What trolls?
Or just like social media on a mental health?
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah.
When it's good, obviously it's great. Validate me. I think everyone's a bit guilty of that, even though we say we don't care. We all kind of
we care. It's our business.
We have to. Well, it's exactly that, isn't it? And that's why I always say to people, it's like, I don't care about the amount of people that like it, but it's the amount of people that see it, and therefore how that translates to my radio show, to my ticket sale. Like, and everything's so difficult at the moment because the economy's struggling more, which means people have less, expendable money, and cost of living crisis. Everyone's going out less, so it's really having a knock-on effect. I don't. I'm not great with it. I lost a lot of hair last year from it, if I'm honest, and I was really stressed. It's not been good for my stress levels. So yeah, it's been a bit of a wild ride the last 12 months, I'd say. It's interesting.
Just because of social media, or just generally?
Yeah, I'd say mainly social media.
Really? Wow.
Because if it didn't exist and I just got to do my radio show and play the gigs and that was it. But I'm also very thankful that we have social media as a form of a way to promote ourselves. Because I also, when it goes right, like I love using it in a creative way.
Yeah.
To give the audience, to allow the audience to kind of relive those moments on the radio in the interview settings from shows that they loved, or people that, are perhaps at the other side of the world that aren't able to come to the shows. It gives them the ability to kind of be there a little bit as well. And it's great for that. It's just, if everyone was nice, I think it just would be great, wouldn't it? But then I suppose that's life. And without it, It's no character building. So
I also
it's a
know
lesson.
I also know you're an absolute control freak, and like
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
But like, would you ever let somebody run your socials?
No.
No.
I think you already knew the answer to that question, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, you asked it. Yeah, no. It's my baby, but also I message my followers a lot.
Yeah.
Like I've met some really good friends actually through this industry, and obviously you being one of them.
Yeah.
And even just a lot of punters that come to my shows and stuff, and followers. Drum and bass is so unique in that way, where there's just a lot of really like-minded people that love the music. 'Cause it's such a niche genre. I've made friends with like so many people that come to the shows, and
That's what it's about, right?
It's really hard because we're doing the headline show at the moment, and for the first time ever, like it really is about ticket sales because it's about me as an artist stepping out on my own. But the amount of people that I see at shows that I talk to all the time, I'm like, I just want to give everyone guest lists. I just want to give everyone free tickets, and I can't.
Yeah.
And it's really hard because it is this strange job where you're basically hanging out with your friends and you're getting paid to do it, but then it kind of blurs the lines between like friendship and professionalism, and it is the sickest job. But then there are times when you're like, I just wish I could give everyone guest lists because I know a lot of people are struggling at the moment. They don't have much money, and I want everyone to be able to come and enjoy the experience and to play music to people because it makes them happy.
Yeah.
But equally, everyone's got bills to pay. It's a weird job.
Well, it's just when you cross art and commerce.
Yeah.
This seems to be a recurring theme on this podcast.
Really?
And a lot of the conversations that I'm having at the moment is like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably because there's a lot of people struggling financially, and there's not just in the music industry, but outside of the music industry, which then affects the music industry before anything else. Like, I do think the live industry gets affected before anything, before restaurants, before all of that, because
you need to eat, don't you?
do you need to go to that rave? We do.
Yeah.
But like, tickets are so much more expensive now. Can you afford that? It's not just 20 quid to get into a club now. It's like 20 quid plus another 20 quid plus for drinks, maybe even 50 quid for drinks.
Yeah.
Then you get, how do you get there? Travel.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of money, and I think it's the first thing to go.
Or for people to just do less of it. And a lot of the regional shows are really suffering for that reason, because if people have got like 50, 60 quid to go to a festival or a day rave, and you've got like a stellar lineup, like all encompassing, packed out lineup, versus, I could go to a local regional headline show with one headline act and two acts.
Yeah.
Where are you going to spend your money? Granted, they're a bit cheaper, about 20, 30 quid, but you'd think, well, maybe I'll save my money up and I'll go watch 30 artists. Yeah. And I get it. And it's hard. It's hard.
It's kind of weird because the industry is kind of cannibalizing itself in that sense, right? It's like...
But it's monopolizing, isn't it, really? And a lot of the bigger promoters are kind of buying up the...
Well, it's also, how do we make money? How do they make money, right? We need promoters. And it's like, we do need promoters because they add a lot to the community. But it's also, they also need to make money. So do they want to book me and risk my fee and potentially not sell tickets? Or do they want to spend a ton of money,
and
book all the biggest headliners and guarantee, like, get a spreadsheet and go, okay, this is going to cost me $1 million, but I know we can sell out, and if we sell out, we can make this, and okay, we have a percentage of the bar. It's business, right? Bring back £5 entry tickets.
Oh my god, I remember when I was at uni, and like the £5 tickets.
I got a poster on my wall from when I used to throw parties at Motion, and it was £5 to get in.
I think I remember you telling me about this. £5. It's mad, isn't it? But I think I saw a post not long ago about like promoters starting out, and they were trying to work out the costing. They were like, if we have a 300 cap venue, and we charge like £10 a ticket, it like costed up everything and showed you how much of a loss they would make at the end of the night. And it's why promoters, like upcoming rising promoters, don't even want to start, because they're like, I'm literally going to make a loss.
It's literally my worst nightmare to be a promoter.
I'm literally just paying all these people to go to it, and it's just it's not sustainable, and it's really
How are you
sad.
finding it now? Because I know you're putting on this show that's coming up
Unitee
very soon. Unitee,
So we are very lucky that we partner with a promoter to do that. So we curate the lineups. but it's something we're really passionate about. And it kind of speaks to what you were talking about as well, about the lineups and about things being a sure thing in terms of like ticket sales. Because at the moment, you know, the thing that we always have to weigh up with every single lineup is it diverse? Is it inclusive? Because that's something that's really important to us for the Unitee brand. But equally, is it going to sell tickets? And is the promoter going to be happy? Because if we create a lineup where it's not going to sell, ultimately everyone loses. So it's a finite balance of trying to get that balance where we're happy with a lineup that we feel is representative of the scene. It's inclusive, it's diverse, but also it's going to be a great show for all of the artists involved. It's going to be a positive experience for everyone. It's a balanced enough lineup that everyone in the room is going to be good energy, that's not too boisterous, it's not too like ballsy. It's going to be a nice mixture of people in the crowd as well. It's hard, like, you know, we just curate the lineup, like, let alone being a promoter. I can't even imagine what it's like to run an event brand or to work in the office, because there's so many different elements that make up something like that, and it's hard.
But I think like it's interesting when you say like if it doesn't sell enough tickets, it loses, and there's the artistic way to look at that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, like
in what way? What do you mean?
So business wise, it could lose, right? But what you add to the community, what you add to that night, like that individual value that you give to those people that are going to that, that night might not make money to start with.
Yeah.
Right. And if you can break even, happy days. But if it does break even and everybody there has the best time, like that's why we're doing it, right?
Do you know what? There are exceptions to this rule, and there is an event called Gemfest, which I was actually reading about yesterday. Have you heard of it? Gemfest. No. It's a festival. It was started by a girl called Gemma.
Yeah.
And it was literally her and her uni mates were so passionate about Raving. And sorry if I've got any of these details wrong, but it's the sickest story. They were all, one or two of them wanted to work in events. So they'd been like studying events. And it was a massive group of like, you know how you got your Raving crew at uni? Had all made friends. They decided to put on a festival, but they started like really small. So they charged everyone like a £5 for a ticket, put on like a local lineup and just started small. And then I think the first time they booked like one headliner, like a middle tier headliner. And everyone loved it so much they decided to expand. And this year they've just done a 5,000 cap festival.
That's amazing.
And they had Sota, they had Crossy, they had other sort of artists, like not big headliners, but they managed to do it. I think they charged everyone, was it like, it was like ridiculous money. It was like ridiculously cheap basically for a day rave. They put it on in a field, but it looked sick. And the team that ran it was literally all of their mates. And
That's
the first
so cool.
one they'd all done it for the love, and they all kind of pitched in, used their skills and expertise in each like area, and everyone just pitched in and helped each other. But yeah, to do a 5,000 cap festival, like uni students or just that to me is like pure passion. And that energy of like people coming together and working together like that is how you'll win.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you have to be willing to do something for free, but you need a lot of you to be able to do it, because if it's just one or two people, you're going to feel the burn and you're going to feel,
How are you finding that though? Because obviously you've been on massive lineups over the years. And now you're starting to venture into the single headline shows.
Yeah, it's terrifying, isn't it?
What's the, like, I know for me, like it's scary, especially now, like post-COVID for me, it was like really scary. It felt like the pressure, the sellout mentality of this industry, like puts so much pressure on artists. And if you don't sell out, you're a failure. And I hate, like, if we sell out a show, my team are like literally trying to beg me to put it on my social media. And I'm like, I can't put it on my social media because I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to perpetuate that narrative of like, if you don't sell out, you've failed. And
like, I know there's so many artists that look at me as somebody that they might look up to, right? And go, I'm never going to achieve that. And it's like, we didn't start out selling out, and you get to the point where you do sell out.
I suppose then you don't have to say it anymore. It's just a given. Right. I think for newer artists, it is important because it creates buzz around them, and it
Yeah.
almost like gets excitement from other punters. Like, oh, they sold out a show. Oh, they must be quite good then. I'll maybe go and see them. So I understand what you're saying completely, because for you, you're a lot further along in your career, or at a much higher stage where it's not really necessary, is it really? Like, it doesn't add any value for you to say I've sold out a show versus.
Well, I
when you
guess
first
it would.
started.
I think it would,
yeah.
because I think there's people in the industry that look at you, and don't get me wrong, I'm not selling out shows at the moment, but like, I think there's people that look at you in the industry that you then add a persona. It adds a persona. It's social media, right? We're all just like smoke and mirrors.
Isn't it ironic that like no one wants to be a sellout, but we all want to sell out?
I want to be a sellout.
I've never thought about that.
I want to be a sellout.
Everyone wants to sell out their shows, but no one wants to be a sellout.
Do you not?
You want to be a sellout?
Yeah.
I didn't used to want to be, but now I don't really mind. If being a sellout means that I'm successful at bringing joy to people, sorry, can I swear? Like,
yeah, of course.
Like,
but that's the thing. Yeah, like
that's why we do the job. Like, if it's making people happy, great, I'm a sellout.
Well, and also like, okay, when you're 70 years old, sat on your porch in your house.
I don't know if I'll make it to 70, but go on.
Yeah, if you do, like, happy days.
Yeah.
But like, and you're sat there and you can look back and go, all of this is, I've achieved all of these things by pressing a few buttons. Like,
I mean, slightly more difficult than that. Let's not downplay our job. Well, I know what you're saying.
I can only speak for myself. But it's like, and what joy you've brought other people in this world, and you've made enough money that you can just chill, right? Like, what more do we want in life? And I think if like any single one of my friends that has like a hit record, or that gets to the point where they're selling thousands and thousands of tickets, I'm like the first person to be like, dude, you fucking kill it.
Yeah, of course.
And then there's so many people talking shit. Like, guys, you just don't get it.
Yeah.
Don't get it. It's like the pinnacle of like, at what point do you sit back as an artist and reflect on your career? Like, when do you ever do that?
I'm not there yet, Will. I'll be honest.
You'll never be there.
I will do when I've sold out my first headline show, because it's my first one, isn't it?
But again, that's the thing. It's the goalpost move, right? Like, I still haven't. Yeah. I got off.
I don't think I'll ever be. It's a good question. I don't think I'll ever. I'm too busy. Like, I'm too much nervous energy. I don't think I'll ever just sit still.
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing this, I'd be doing
something else.
Yeah, I don't know what,
but
though.
I also remember the conversation when you left Kiss. Like, I literally remember the text that we were having, and you were like,
probably called you and had a meltdown. Actually.
You were like,
I think I remember that.
Well, I'm gonna give it a year, and then if not, I'm just gonna get a real job.
Does that sound similar, Sonny? My manager hears that like a yearly, like, doing one more year and then that's it. Because I can't deal with it anymore. Like, the ups and downs and the mental turmoil, because it's such extreme highs and then such extreme lows sometimes.
What are the highs for you? Give me an example.
I think it's like personal achievements. So I don't know, just places I've dreamed of playing, actually getting there. But then, do you know what's strange? I don't know if you experienced this. The things that you idolize, the places that you dream of playing, when you actually get there, because I think I set such a high expectation in my mind, when I actually do them, are some of my not least favorite things, but they don't hit the top three
100%
ever. The things that always kind of hit my top three of my favorite things that I've done are usually the things that I've least expected to be as amazing.
Yeah.
And it's because it's surpassed those expectations, maybe, that it's felt better in the moment. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? I think that's fascinating. I mean, I started screen grabbing actually messages that people send me that listen to the show, just as a kind of a reminder of like why. I mean, I know why I do it. I love the show, but sometimes it's hard when you're doing something like that. You're like, are people listening? Because you know that they are listening, but people interact on the show, but it's not as
you don't see them
personable. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, people message me some really beautiful messages. Like, I've had people competing in the Paralympics that like listen to the show.
Cool.
I won't get too deep because I've had some really sad, dark messages, but beautiful in the sense that they're like, I wasn't going to be here anymore, and then I put your show on in the car, and actually I changed my mind, and that, God, it made me start crying in a minute. Those moments, when people say, has a DJ, it's like last night a DJ saved my life, they're like, to this date, no DJ's actually saved anyone's life. Well, actually,
yeah,
actually,
that's the hit home moments when
it's those moments for me. That's why I love radio, and I've heard Jerry talk about this, Jeremiah Sam on Radio 1, actually.
He's the best.
For me, radio is someone that loves people, but I also do like being on my own quite a lot. It has always been that friend when I needed a friendly voice, but didn't maybe fancy hanging out with people.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to be that for somebody else. It's such a special, unique thing to feel like someone so intrinsically, like Annie Mac. I feel like I know her entire personality.
Yeah.
And I've never met her.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen her through a window, like waved at her. And as she waved, she probably had no idea how much influence she's had over me and my life, which is wild, isn't it? But yeah, it's and maybe the same for some other people that listen to the show, feel like they know me really intimately and yeah, know a lot about me, but they've never met me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the beauty and the magic of radio. And I feel like that's something that, I love. Places like Spotify and SoundCloud are great for consuming music, but I feel like that is just something that you can never replicate. Even with AI, if you're listening, robots, like, do you know what I mean?
No,
that
I totally
human
agree.
Connection, that human element.
Yeah. I think that's why podcasts have got so big.
I love a podcast.
Because I think it's like, people know you.
Yeah.
People get to know you. I've been, like, the most random situation for me was I can't actually remember, I can't pronounce it. It's in Canada.
What?
It's some like random place in Canada.
No,
it's just, it was tiny town, right?
Oh, a place, right? Rather
Tiny
than
town. And I went into the green room and it was like a makeshift club. It was like a bar that they turned into a club.
Cool.
Like, and the resident came in and he was like, dude, it's weird. I like genuinely feel like I know everything about you because I've listened to
your
podcast for the last 3 years. And it's like, you don't think about that. But again, it's like, I'm the same with like people that I listen to podcasts. It's like, you can go in deep.
Do you question, sorry, turning the interview into the interviewee. Do you mind that? Do you like that? How do you fit?
Don't think about it.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So you probably never realised that until in that moment someone was like, I feel like I know everything about you. But it's really interesting, isn't it, how much we divulge about ourselves without thinking about who's consuming it. Like,
Yeah, but I also think like that it happened for me during COVID where I used to put a lot on social media, like a lot of like personal
I feel
stuff.
like everybody did, and everyone's pulled back a bit. It's funny, isn't it?
I stopped. Like there's two lives to me.
Yeah.
There's like family life and then there's work life. And although they intrinsically meet, it's still, I don't post anything family.
Yeah.
Anything friends. Like my social media is work.
I think that's just, it was a time, wasn't it? It was a beautiful time when everyone was just sharing. Because I think we just needed it, didn't we? We just needed to always know that we were all in the same kind of human experience at that time, and that everyone could, a lot of social media as well is about resonating with each other, right? And like the way to do that, because we were all just at home, was to know that other people are just at home and the other people are doing exactly what I'm doing. And that's okay. And it's okay if you're having a good day or a bad day, or if you're trying to work and the dog's barking at you at the same time. Like, I always found that really weird. Like when we first did lockdown and everyone's like, suddenly it's like, oh, sorry, my baby's just crying in the background in the middle of a meeting.
So weird.
And you're just like, what? Like, and you never have had that before. Like there was that famous video, isn't there, of the new on the news of the guy trying to do that in his home office, and the baby comes in the background of the door, and the babysitter's like mortified, like trying to drag the baby out, and he's like on this really serious news story, like on the news. Iconic. But
I just read my notes and I actually missed this completely.
Okay, go.
Musical curator for Birkenstock 250th anniversary.
Was I? Well, kind of, yeah. I
understand why.
So as in like I curated the night basically and chose some DJs to play. That was
Do you wear Birks?
I have some, yeah. I do.
That was such a no, I don't like them, but
No, I have Birkenstocks. Variety is the spice of life.
yeah.
Clarke. I've got a bit of everything. What have we got in today?
Pumas.
Puma Skepta collab.
I just got these the other day. I didn't have any like day-to-days.
They're nice. I was eyeing them up actually.
And my girlfriend was like, you need to get us some day-to-days.
Girlfriend?
You know this.
Do I know this?
Yeah, I've had a girlfriend for like nearly 2 years.
No, I didn't know this.
You did.
Did I know this?
Yeah, you knew this.
Did I know this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
I think you knew this.
Well, I have the memory of a sieve, so just, go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exciting. But she picked them out. No, she liked them.
Well, I bought a new pair the other day and they broke. So
what are they?
Represent ones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking about trainers now.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I like sneaks.
Yeah, me too.
I
go through them really quick.
Do you buy a lot of
mixture? Yeah, I go through trainers like anything though.
Do
like
you?
I'm the type of person that if I like something, I'll wear it to death. Till they literally
yeah.
fall off my feet.
Yeah.
I've got a few pairs of Shocks where like all the sides have like fully like ripped, and it's definitely like a problem with them because I've had about 4 pairs and they've only lasted a couple of months each, and I'm like, they shouldn't do that after that amount of time. But yeah,
send it back. That's what I did. I bought a pair and they broke, and I was like, no, you can have them back.
Yeah, see, I'm not. My patience isn't that good, so I don't know.
I want to go back to Unitee.
Yeah, let's talk about Unitee. Yeah, go back to your notes. Sorry, I've gone off.
No, I want to go back to, because we didn't really get to the bottom of it, and I was trying to dig, but I'm just gonna like, do you find the pressure of having to sell tickets tough now? Now you're doing your own headline shows.
Yeah.
And how do you like work through that?
I think we're learning, aren't we, Sonny? It's a learning curve. I think, it's really interesting because you've got the human element of it. So the fun side, the creative side, which is like, we're going to put on this really different experience for you to come to that isn't a normal Charlie T set. It's going to be a show and it's going to incorporate all of the things that I really love. And we've got lots of exciting things. I don't know if the show will have happened by the time this airs.
It would have.
It would have. Yeah. Okay, so
you sold out and it's smashed it.
We're using a really exciting new technology that's never been used in dance music before. Looks
amazing.
Which is really exciting. And
tell me about that. What are you using?
It's a phone app that you download. And I won't give away too much about how the technology works, but it essentially will work with the performance. So a little bit how you get like MIDI mapping, like with visuals, right? So where the graphics move in time with the music. It's kind of like that, but we can control your phone.
It's like Coldplay's wristbands.
But it's on your phone and we control your phone.
Yeah.
Scary. It's exciting. And there's also going to be other elements as well where for me, as much as I love DJing and I love bringing joy to people and playing music to them and watching their reactions, it's my favourite thing. Playing a dirty blend or like a switch and watching everyone go, oh my God, like it's just my favourite. I can't pinpoint why it's so good, but it just is. Yeah. Like it's just, or like playing a really beautiful blend or a record and maybe playing a record that got me through a really tough time and like to my core, like just hurt, like feel it here, then looking in the crowd and seeing someone sing it back to me and just knowing that they're feeling exactly what I felt when I used to listen to the record. It's those moments, but I've never met that person. That person is a stranger most of the time. And I'm like, how magic is it that we can play a record? And it's like, I know exactly what you're feeling because I felt it listening to this record, but we haven't met. It's wild. I wanted to incorporate more of like the audience into the performance instead of it just being like, hey, come watch me do a DJ set, all the attention on me, which ironically I hate. Like I feel quite socially awkward in that scenario. That's probably why I mix so fast because I like being busy. You
don't have to look at anyone.
I just stand there. I don't know how DJs do that. Like I wish I could. I wish I felt comfortable enough in my own skin to stand there and be like, hey everyone.
Hey up, Doc.
Like literally, I don't. Yeah. So I wanted to incorporate the ravers more into the performance. So we did some filming with a bunch of ravers before. And I asked them a bunch of questions about why raving's important to them. And we make that a part of the performance, basically. So you'll see from the video clips. But yeah, a bit Fred again-y, I guess.
Cool.
But it's something that I want to bring into every kind of headline show, and I want everyone to have the opportunity to be part of it. So as it scales, hopefully every time we do one, I'll bid for new people to be in the show, and it'll hopefully be a thing where people want to be a part of the show. And so we'll maybe set up like, I don't know, like some sort of like website where people can be like, let me be a part of the next show. But it's about being together, and then when they're in the room watching them, it's like you're all a part of the performance.
Yeah.
Because without them, I'm nothing. Like without people in the room, like I'm just someone playing tunes. Like it's,
I think that's the interesting way the industry's gone, is that DJs have become the new rock stars to a certain extent, and this feels me weird saying that, because it's like the DJ was never important in the grand scheme of things. The DJ was always put in the corner.
Setter, you're in the corner of the room, right? It's like you're here to play the tunes. A little bit like when you go to a restaurant, and like the music's
just
setting,
there. It's just there, right?
The tone, isn't it?
That was our job, and now because of commerce, it's no one goes to say I want to go listen to that person. It's,
do you think?
No one.
I think it depends on the artist and their back catalogue of tunes, right? Because there are some artists that I'd be like, I really want to go just hear all their bangers, like all their big hits. And they're not necessarily the most exciting or dynamic DJ. They've just got really
bangers.
good.
I think for me, it's
tracks.
more so I want to go see that person. It's not. I don't want. I never
really. Who do you like to go and see? Like who?
No, like I don't ever hear in like the rhetoric.
Oh right,
it's like I don't want to go and listen to that artist. I want to go see that artist. And
I see.
And they're actually
what you mean. Yeah,
missing the point of
Yeah.
like, no, I don't actually give a. I'm not going to watch them.
Yeah.
I want to.
You're still going to watch,
hear and feel it.
But then you go to see the production, the experience, because everything now is ramped up, isn't it? So it's
but
like,
that's literally my exact
you
point.
go for the experience. You're going for the experience, aren't you? Rather than, well, instead of sitting and listening to it in my room, I want to see everything amplified with more stimulus, more lights, like playing with all my senses.
But I only think that's came in the last like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Like that extreme level of headline culture again. Like
I think that extreme
EDM,
level that trickles all the way down to grassroots. Because it would just be like something you'd see at a festival, and then you'd still go to the clubs, and that was the beauty of the clubs. It'd be like, well, you know, it's gonna be dark and dirty and dingy here. But a lot of people, like you say, now doing their headline shows, like me, my first one, it's like the production's got to be on point. We have so many things going on now. It just goes back to what we're saying about the economy at the moment. When it's tight, it's like it's competition. It's like, why would you? Okay, you've got £20 to go and watch an artist. You're going to come see me. You're going to come see this person. How can we make sure that you want to come and see me instead of these other 3 DJs that are playing same night?
I think it's also a level of
tough.
Like, how do you people even know that you're playing? Like, because and I think that's I can catch myself doing it. Let's say for instance, I play in LA, and then literally the next day I'll get somebody to go DM me and go, when are you playing in LA?
Oh yeah, I've had that before. Or I've played and they're like, I didn't know you were playing in Nottingham, and I'm like, well, I was here, I've been here.
But it's like, I think we feel sometimes that like, of course all of our fans are watching us all the time. But it's not. Like, we get 3 seconds of their day. Because they're following another 5,000 people, and they give.
That's why everyone should sign up to the mailing list, isn't it? I'm glad you mentioned that. Sign up to the mailing list, you'll never miss a thing.
But I think that's the thing, is like, we're now walking into this just like extreme marketing heavy world where everything is like push, because we only have such a small attention span.
Yeah. And I'm probably partly to blame for that as well. With some
we
of
all
my
are.
Quick TikTok edits. Like some of the interviews we have, it's like, here's a full 20-minute interview in 30 seconds. Go. So yeah, sorry about that. But also, my brain enjoys consuming things in that way as well, which is, like,
makes sense why you mix like that. Makes sense why the music you play. It makes complete sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. I think once you know me and learn how I work.
Let's talk about production. I know it's something that we've always spoke about over the years, and I know it's something that you've always wanted to get into, but it was never the
it was never the primary goal.
It was never the driver of it all, right?
Yeah.
Where are you at in your journey for that?
You have to wait and see.
That's such a weak answer. Come on, Charlie T.
Have to wait and see, won't you? Never know.
No, but how do you feel about it now? Because it's like we're in the world now where like you don't have to be the best producer in the world. Like there's so many people out there now that can help, and I feel like it's becoming more and more
it's less of a stigma for sure.
Yeah.
And I think for me as well, because I'm, you know this from knowing me for years, I'm a stubborn human and I always have to do everything the hard way and the long way. And I think that's partly been a lot of my problems. Until I'm doing it all myself, I'm not ever going to do anything with it. But I am also somebody that runs a really busy radio show and covers a lot of other shows on Radio 1 and is a touring artist. And when I'm DJing out, like I put a lot of work behind the scenes into my sets, like, and
you have a family life and
edit the videos for Instagram, social all media, of my social media content, curating a lot of other projects on the side, Unitee. It's busy. Like I'm
hectic.
It is hectic, but equally I'm also really passionate about, like, you'll see with my DJing, like a lot of people, like I get comments all the time, people like, what's that track ID in the clip that you're playing? I'm like, it's 3 records together. I've made a live remix, right? That's exactly what I've done, like with my DJing. And it is really interesting because the more I'm kind of playing and people are watching me now, they're going, why don't you just like you're literally doing it anyway? Like you're literally, the elements are working together like they're a record. Why don't you just do it? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's time, isn't it? But I've had ideas up here for years. It's just sitting and getting them all out. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. Watch the space. You never know, do you? You just never know.
Last question. If you could put a piece of advice out to the world for today, what would it be?
Oh, that's hard, isn't it? Is that a last question you ask everyone? Yeah, I thought so. Piece of advice.
Glad you've listened to the podcast.
This new one. You've only been recording a few. I've not listened to it yet.
Yeah. Just answer the question.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. Piece of advice to put out to the world. Oh, you've got me on that one. Some Dalai Lama shit, isn't it? You are always a work in progress, and that is okay. I feel like I'm still a work in progress, and I think I always will be. And I feel like that's all right, and I should just accept that sometimes.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Charlie T, I love you.
Thank you. Love you
so much.
Mate.